Hey, it's Laura Stevenson here. So today in this video, I want to cover a question that I was asked this week by a gentleman who is suffering from depression and is struggling on dating apps because he's been telling people. And his question is, would you tell someone up front that you have depression and anxiety and be really open and honest? Or do you wait a bit, although maybe feeling a little bit more deceitful? Okay, so in this video, we're going to cover my advice to you and the experience that I've had personally from talking to people who have had mental health issues and um, being on dating apps in general. So stay tuned if you want to hear that advice. Again, as always, remember that you can book in with me for your 45-minute free consultation to discuss your unique situation. I offer 5 free slots a week for 45 minutes in order to make space for people to have conversations around what they need help with. Okay, so let's get right into it. Dating apps and mental health. First of all, dating apps can make your mental health worse, particularly if you are looking for something or someone to validate you, or if you're looking for that external appreciation and external love that you're unable to give to yourself. Okay. Now, in my previous videos, you'll have seen that I said that you don't need self-love in order to love someone else. When you are looking for someone else to complete you or to give you the emotional completion or the emotional needs that you can't meet yourself, that becomes a little bit more dangerous, okay? Because you get into a dependency type of relationship. Now, when you are on a dating app, it can be really difficult to try and get to know someone properly. You're having multiple conversations at the same time. People don't answer you, or they do answer you and then they disappear for days, and you're not really sure who's genuine. And so my advice to you would be that you should wait until you've established a connection with someone, built up some type of rapport, some type of camaraderie, that you feel as though you could open up and trust that person, rather than just saying, hey, how are you? My name is whatever, whatever. Here's what I do. And by the way, I have a mental health issue. Now, the other thing that I want to remind you of is that when people react negatively, or when you get a response that you were not expecting, people react to you based on how they feel within themselves. Okay, so you may have triggered something, and so most of the time, majority of the time, when someone reacts to you, it's got everything to do with how they are and very little to do with you. You have just been the catalyst or the trigger for something within them. Now, it could be that they were in a relationship with someone who had depression, or they themselves had depression and have just got themselves out of it, and so are unable to be around that type of energy. Okay. And so actually it might have absolutely nothing to do with you, but I can understand how it feels that way, and how it feels as though you are being shunned or rejected, and it's starting to make you feel worse. Okay, so the bottom line is, when you understand that people's reaction has less to do with you and more to do with them, it becomes so much easier to have compassion for that person, as well as compassion for yourself. It's not that they don't accept who you are, because they don't know who you are, but you've proffered information to somebody that you don't really know. Now, the next thing is it deceitful not to let them know? And I don't think so. It's a very, although mental health is a very open honest topic right now, there's still a stigma for people who don't know very much about it or don't understand what that means for everyday life. And so, personally, I would wait until I knew someone a little bit better before I told them what was going on with me mentally and emotionally. Um, but that's me. I'm quite a personal type of person, and I only open up to those who I trust, um, and rather than just telling people up front. Because you are not depression, you are not anxiety, you are experiencing low moods and depressive states. You are experiencing anxiety. It doesn't define who you are as a person. And that's the important distinction for you to learn. So there's no need for you to go and say, oh, by the way, my name is Andy and I have depression. Okay, because you are experiencing depression right now. You're experiencing low moods. It could be that you have a chemical imbalance, and or it could be from a situation that is temporary. Everybody experiences mental health differently. So it's really important to make sure that you trust the person that you're talking to and you can explain your particular situation. So I hope you find this video helpful. Leave me a comment to let me know your experience on dating apps, and if you've told anybody that you've had depression or anxiety, or you're going through something difficult, and what their reaction was. I look forward to hearing from you. So see you next time. Take care.